Hello and welcome to the 50th video of the Craft Mansion. Yes, I know I do have more videos than 50 on the channel, but those are mainly vlogs and some other random stuff. But for the props and videos I make for crafts, this is the 50th video. And I think that the 50th video should be a special one, and that's why I'm dedicating it to Chadwick Boseman and to his legacy. So I have this old Marvel t-shirt, and it has some stains, some small stains at the end over here. And I don't wear it anymore. And anyways, I do have this t-shirt as well, it's very similar to this one. So I thought, why not transform it to pay tribute to Chadwick Boseman? And now of course this won't be just about his death, but it will be to celebrate his legacy and his life. So for those of you who have been following this channel know that I like working with templates. So for this one I'll design something myself, like from different pictures of Chadwick Boseman in costume as Black Panther. I also have some stills from the movie, just to get some parts that are not shown in this larger picture. We don't need this as well, I'll just use this one because his claws are clearer in this. So I just reduce the opacity so I can compare them and compare the size and the length of his arms. Crop out one claw, crop out the other. I'm just gonna roughly remove the excess. So now let's merge all of these and continue working on the background. I also found this Wakandan font alphabet and I'll use it to write his name. Boseman. Their backgrounds very quickly and very roughly. Now of course on the t-shirt itself these may differ, like in their position. I'm just doing them how I think they look good and then change them maybe up later on in the process. And I'll use the Black Panther font for the dates. So I think like this the name works better, but I'm still not sure about the dates. I'll just leave everything separate for now and then think about it later on. So I think that's it, template wise, so now let's move on to fabric. First, I tested out the colors on some fabric. I tested 2 patches for each color. The bottom one being paint on its own, and the upper one being paint with water mixed in it. The colors I tested were black, silver, purple, brown and white. Underneath the fabric I had a piece of cardboard, so as not to mark my bench. I also tested out writing equipment by making lines of various thicknesses. I used a black pen, a pencil, a fine felt pen, a thick black marker and a thick silver marker. Okay, so now it's dry. So between these two, well, the one that obviously has more water is the one that bled the most behind the fabric. And I think that, well, they're both as thick, so I think I'll go with the no water option because, well, I can change the colors as much as I want. I can just add white, for example, to this purple. And as well, the silver, the one which has no water, is actually shinier than the other one. And, well, the colors are just brighter and clearer. And of course, there's less bleeding through. The silver marker didn't really work as well, so again, I'll go with the silver paint. And now it's time to wash this to test out all the different materials, the different pens, different markers, and see what happens. The felt pen marker and the pen pencil, they all should be okay. But anyways, I will give this light washes because when this was still wet, I mean the paint did move off a little when I just put my finger over here and tried to move the paint. So of course when washing the t-shirt I would first let it dry and then wear it. I printed the image I had prepared and cut around the outline and taped both halves together. I designed the rest of his legs according to some pictures I found online. This suit harnesses kinetic energy, and when it does, it glows in purple, so I added some lines along the suit. Now, I could start working on the t-shirt itself. I folded it around the cardboard and taped it to prevent excessive movement. The outline came first, and then the silver parts. I cut these parts out to create a stencil. I did the same for the purple lines, but to prevent pulling the picture apart, I only cut just sections of each line, then I joined them by hand. I'm not that great with facial features, much less when using paint, so I only traced distinctive features, these being the hair, beard and eyebrows. Next up, coloring. over some outlines to define the silver parts more. To trace the letters, I punched small holes in the paper, marked through them onto the fabric, and then joined the dots with a pen. I went over each line using a sharp marker. For the numbers, I used the same process, but then I filled them in with a thick marker. And the t-shirt was now finished. I do love painting on clothes. In fact, I've already painted the Captain Marvel Funko Pop on the back of a blue denim jacket, and the Avengers, well, the comic Avengers, coming out of the Avengers A logo on the back of a black denim jacket, which you can find in this playlist right here, along with some other Marvel props, some of which can be seen back here. Now today's t-shirt isn't just about Black Panther. We could have done any Marvel character, but this is dedicated to Chadwick Boseman and to honor his legacy and his character's legacy in the MCU. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below with other mediums you would like to see me paint on and other props you would like to see me make. If you haven't subscribed already, I'll put the subscribe button over here so you can click it and subscribe, and I'll put some other videos from my channel over here. And until next time, this is the Marvel t-shirt dedicated to Chadwick Boseman. I'm David, and this is the Craft Mansion.